and now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
7-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Cousins pass.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Bring it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. We got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A nice Nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play, 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Off to Chris Carson. The tackle made by Michael Pierce. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Vikings nothing.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 47-yard line.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, He shatters all of those thoughts, much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He was taken.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Cousins now. Smith catches left side.
Cousins pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
44-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st down, Minnesota.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off inside the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down.
38-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 17, Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. They turn over. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time.
And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brings up 3rd down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 4 down. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Dalvin Cook. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened from there.
And he got into the end zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Vikings 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey,
Now it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Dalvin Cook. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the second round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph, but now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
Cousins again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And out of bounds right around the 20.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This time Wilson will throw. Being chased out left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now Carson fumbles the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Smith catches left side. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Cousins. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Get the fuck down.
Will start on the edge of the red
Go lay
zone
down.
20-yard line. The number 7
Go lay your ass
usually
down.
lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Is good.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
Cousins on first down.
First down.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A gain of
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to get a score back.
Dan Bailey.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on first. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the block.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gun. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Wilson wants to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Tonight,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.